Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Wolves Den podcast. So, before I go on to the story, don't forget to hit that subscribe and that like button and share the podcast with your friends. So, I'm going to tell you a story about the time that I got shot at as a bounty hunter. So, I received a case. It was a case that was in a county near the ocean. I'm not going to get into the specifics of the county. So my partner and I, we decided to take the case. We ended up going out and started doing our due diligence and looking for this person who was wanted on multiple felonies. So we ended up working days and then we ended up working nights on the case. A lot of the times that the leads we were getting were dead ends until we were able to establish an informant. So the informant was able to give us information about where this person was staying, possibly. So we ended up driving to the area and checking it out, conducting surveillance from a distance, making sure that, the area was safe. We called ourselves out, told the local PD in the county that we were going to be there, trying to apprehend the wanted bail fugitive that we were looking for. So during that time, it started getting really late. We decided hey, let's just drive up. So there was like a little alley that was going up a dirt road. On one side, there was a cemetery, and the other side, there was a bunch of trees, and then there was a couple homes that looked like little ranches. So we ended up driving up through the little dirt alley road, and we come to a dead end, and we're like, crap, we got to turn around. Let's see if we can even get some pictures, get close to it, to the home. And then tomorrow morning we can figure it out, maybe get a team together and come out here and try to apprehend the person that we're looking for, do a door knock or get some more leads of where this person might be at. So, however, we turned the vehicle around, and the vehicle we were in was all white and the windows were blacked. So you couldn't really tell who was in this car. They didn't know who we were. So we're driving up, we get out of the car, we put our gear on so they can see who we are, identifiers. And as we get out of the car, I decide I'm gonna go up closer to the gate. As I'm getting up closer to the gate, all I hear was shots start ringing out. I don't know how they knew we were there. Maybe they saw the car pass by. I know the house was a known drug house. And it's for selling drugs. So maybe they thought it was a robbery going on. I don't know what the whole deal was with them. All I know is that shots started ringing out. We started taking fire. It happened so fast. You couldn't even see where the shots were coming from because there was so many trees around us. And then there was just, like I said, a cemetery on the other side. So all we can do is get back in the car as fast as we can, make sure we get cover and get the hell out of there. So as we're getting out of there, I tell my partner, get on the phone and get the PD on the phone, let them know what's going on. So they do that. I'm on my way out. They give me instructions to turn around and back up and get to a safe area. So as I'm doing that, I'm backing up because I started getting stuck with my car. Everything's going by so fast. All I'm trying to do is get out of there. So we end up turning around, try to park the car in a safe area, and all I see is this car coming out, speeding out. I end up just making a quick decision, telling my partner, hey, this is where we're at. Let them know we got this vehicle coming straight at us. The lights are bright, and they're coming. So I decide to get out of the car and confront this person or the persons in the car. As the car gets closer to me, I end up drawing on them. So I drew on them. Everything's happened so fast. As I'm drawing on them, I see the car coming with the lights on. They hit the bright lights. The person that I see pulls up, and I'm drawing on them, and I'm giving them orders. Let me see your hands. And all I see is a handgun pointing up at me. I see the handgun pointing up at me, and I'm giving him orders. He sees me. He sees my badge. He sees my gear. And he says, fuck you. That was his words, was F you. He ends up putting the gun away and then taking off. So as I realized what happened right there is that that the close encounter was super close. I'm thinking they probably thought we were there for other reasons without even knowing that we were bounty hunters or bail fugitive recovery agents looking for one person. So I ended up realizing that the weapon I pulled out, it happened so fast, wasn't even my firearm. It was my taser. So I have a taser on them. And all he seen was probably the red light, right? So he sees a red beam coming from my taser and pointing at him. And he has his, as he gets closer, like I said, I see a firearm. He sees my taser pointing at him. And then he sees a badge and he sees my tactical gear on. So he's probably realizing, okay, this guy, he's here for something else. Ended up saying F you and then took off. Man, my heart was racing. I get back in the vehicle. Before you know it, the local authorities come and they're flying down. They start questioning us. We start giving details of everything that's happened, give them the layout of the case. They start following up right there. Next thing you know, there's a whole bunch of commotion going on. And then we see a couple cars just fleeing out of this gate area. So they're taking off, right? So whoever these people were in that vehicle and the people that popped shots at us, took shots at us, ended up just taking off, right? So they took off and next thing you know, PDs, they're going after them. Come to find out that the person that we were looking for got away at that time and was able to go up north to Northern California and hide out somewhere. So we get the lead that he's going up there. We give our statements to everybody. We end up, getting cleared out of there. And it just hit, man, on the way home. It hit, and I looked at my partner. I was like, damn. And my partner looked at me and was like, we could be dead right now. We're lucky that we're able to walk out of the situation. And I looked at him and I said, I pulled my taser instead of my firearm out. That's how fast everything went down, right? And that could have been a rookie mistake. It could have been anything, right? But at the same time, everything was happening so fast. And all I was trying to do was save our lives while they're giving the details to the PD exactly where we're at. Because it just happened really fast. I can't even explain how fast it happened. But even when the shots were fired, it wasn't like we heard any whistling passing by through our ears. It just happened. If you were to get shot, I can only imagine, from my personal experience, I didn't hear anything buzzing by ear. I just heard the pops. And I just knew at that time it was just gunshots. So anyhow, we went and we just debriefed with ourselves and able to tell our team the next day what happened. We ended up going up north a couple days later and tracking this person down in a girl's home that he was hiding out up north in towards Auburn or somewhere out there. So that person was apprehended and we were able to catch him with the local PD up there. And he was taken into custody and then transferred back to the county that he needed to be transferred back to. But like I said before in my previous podcast, that these things are no joke. When you're out there looking for someone, there's no video cameras following you around. You're out there day and night, consistently looking for that one person. Going on little sleep. You're eating on the road because you can't really get home to make good meals. You're consistently just working. You're trying to find up every lead and trying to find this person and put him back into custody. And it does take a toll on your body. So, this thing it's not for everybody. It's not a game. It's not a TV show. So these are things you should be taken very seriously. If you're thinking about doing this type of career or getting in this type of job, do your research before you even step in foot in this career. Do your research and study and talk to the right people, because people can get seriously hurt. So like I said, we got lucky that we were able to walk out of that. walk out of there and able to apprehend this person safely. But you just never know the next time when it's going to happen, where, you know, in this field, because people are running and they're desperate. They're running and they're desperate. They know you're coming. They know they got a warrant out for the arrest. They know bounty hunters or the bail fugitive recovery agents are after them. They're paranoid sometimes, where they think the law enforcement's looking for them also, or maybe they are looking for them. So they're just consistently running, especially the ones who are on drugs. They're just up all night. They're not sleeping. They're doing drugs, and they're paranoid that someone's coming after them, and they're desperate. And when they're desperate to get away, they'll do anything to get away. So that's my story about how we were able to get out of there from being shot at. So make sure to follow us, subscribe, and like, and refer to your friends. Thank you for joining.